Hi everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Age Origins. Now that we're back at the camp, I want to talk about what happened at Redcliffe. Okay. I think it turned out quite well, don't you?
I just wanted to thank you. You went out of your way to save the Isle's family, and you did it. Even though it would have been easier not to. There's been so much death and destruction. It makes me feel good that at least we were able to save something. No matter how small. I owed the Isle that much.
That's alright. You're welcome. If we can stop the Blight, we'll save even more.
You're right. Hopefully, by that time, there's still enough of Ferelden left to save. Good. Now that the warm, fuzzy part of the day is over with, we can get back to the ritual dismemberments. Oh wait, it's not Tuesday, is it?
Oh, it wasn't that involved.
Something on your mind? Of course.
Oh, I think we've heard most of this. I thought there'd be something about his sister, maybe. Oh, well, if you're raised in the Chantry, have you ever had sex?
Never what? Had a good pair of shoes?
Sex!
Oh, so that's what we're talking about. Well, I admit I've never had a woman just come out and ask me like this, that's for sure. I, myself, never had the pleasure. Not that I haven't thought about it, of course. But, you know.
I thought there'd be something more about the Grey Wardens. What, you never had the opportunity? I guess you went into the church at a young age and then become a Grey Warden.
Well, living in the Chantry is not exactly a life for rambunctious boys. They taught me to be a gentleman, especially in the presence of beautiful women such as yourself. That's not so bad, is it?
What, you think I'm beautiful?
Did I say beautiful? Do you have any particular opinion on my saying that?
I might like hearing it.
Then I'll have to think of something more provocative next time, won't I? Until then, we should get underway, no? I have many tearful nights in my tent to contemplate, after all.
Oh, speaking of which, I actually found an amulet for you.
This is my mother's amulet. It has to be. But why isn't it broken? Where did you find it?
Well, you were right behind me, in Redcliffe's castle study.
Oh, the Isle study? Then he must have found the amulet after I threw it at the wall. And he repaired it and kept it. I don't understand. Why would he do that?
Maybe you mean more to him than you think you do.
I guess you could be right. We never really talked that much. And then the way I left... Thank you. I mean it. I thought I'd lost this to my own stupidity. I'll need to talk to him about this if he recovers from his... When he recovers, that is. I wish I'd had this a long time ago. Did you remember me mentioning it? Wow. Huh. I'm more used to people not really listening when I go on about things.
Yeah, I actually did remember. Yeah, you're special.
Is this the part when the music starts and we begin dancing? Because I'm game. Where's the minstrels?
Well, we made friends with Alistair. Where is Wynne? Wynne is our next lady to chat to.
What's on your mind?
I want to talk about when you collapsed. I'd like to ask you about the circle, maybe?
I will answer to the best of my ability.
Oh, that wasn't what I was expecting. What was life in the tower like before you fell over?
I would be lying if I said it was easy. First, there were rules, and we were constantly watched to make sure we behaved appropriately. Then there was the study of magic, We had to cast the spells just so, control the effects completely. A single word spoken incorrectly, a gesture out of sync, and lack of focus. And we needed to have perfect focus, or we would be in danger.
I know nothing about that because I'm just a warrior and or thief from the Dalish elves. But at least you learn the dangers of magic from the circle.
Without the circle and my mentors, I would not have been where I am today. And there was joy in life at the circle. The joys of fellowship, in knowing that you were not alone in your struggles. In spite of everything, I was happy in the tower, and I loved it.
How did you become a mage?
People don't become mages, they are born mages. The talent just surfaces later. But you are asking how I ended up at the circle. I was brought there by the Templars, just like many of the other apprentices. I don't remember very much. I was very young then.
Well, how about your family?
I didn't have a family. I never knew my real parents. My earliest memory was of hiding in a hayloft on a farm, trying to keep warm. I was found, and the farmer's wife was kind enough not to send me away. But they had children of their own, and I was never made to feel welcome. The eldest son was the worst. He was always calling me a stray, and throwing anything he could get his hands on at me. And I don't know how it happened, but one day, he just found his hair on fire. Fortunately, there was a large trough nearby.
Oh, good. Serves him right.
He ran screaming, dripping head and all, to his mother. I was shut up in the barn, with a bowl of water and a crust of hard bread. The Templars arrived several mornings later.
Oh, that's really sad. That's a terrible experience you had as a child.
The barn kept me safe from the village children and the stones they would hurl at me. I was afraid, yes, but it could have been much worse. I'll never forget the moment the Templars led me into the entrance hall of the tower. I had never seen anything so grand in my life. I stopped being afraid then. I knew I was home.
But little did you know it was just a prettied up prison.
Prison? You could see it that way. But those walls are there to keep non-mages out, as much as to keep mages in. I learned very quickly that for every apprentice in the tower, there was probably one who never even lived to see the Templars come. No child, not even a mage child, is a match for an angry mob trying to place blame for a failed crop, a hard winter, a baby born dead.
Yeah, that's terrible and sad.
Superstition and fear is what makes these people behave in this manner. It will be a good long time before that changes. Well, that's about all there is to my tale. That's how I came to the circle.
I'm not sure we'll have got very far with anyone else.
Have I ever told you I really like the way you wear your hair?
Oh, my hair, thank you.
It's very nice and it suits you. Simple. Not like the elaborate hairstyles we wore in Orlais. They involved flowers, ribbons, jewels. One year, feathers were all the rage, and Lady Elise decided she needed to outdo everyone else and actually wore live songbirds in her voluminous hair. The chirping was quite charming for a while, but you must realize, terrified little birdies often have loose bowels.
Okay. Poor birds.
Yes, I don't envy them. She never washed her hair. But I was trying to say something nice to you, wasn't I? Oh, forgive me. My mind wanders so. It's just that I feel so comfortable talking to you. Like I could say anything and you wouldn't judge me.
Like saying I'm almost used a racist term there, for travellers. Fine. Yeah, I like you talking to me. We're friends, aren't we?
Yes, very much so. I haven't felt this close to anyone in a long time. I really enjoy your company.
Do you enjoy the company of other women?
And what would you do if I said I do? Very much so, in fact.
I guess I might giggle and maybe look coy.
Huh? You must do that then. Perhaps later when I'm not prepared for it. Surprise me. Come then, let's get going. If I recall correctly, you have some important earth-shattering business to attend to.
Oh, Sten's good for a conversation. Not.
Yes.
What were you doing in that cage again? I think you might have told me.
Sitting, as you observed.
Oh. That's not what I meant.
It's what you asked.
You don't really like me very much, do you?
Warden, if I truly disliked you, I would leave. That I am still here, you may interpret however you choose.
Do you think you'll ever answer my question?
I did. Parshera, was there anything else?
Yes.
I am hardly surprised.
No.
Very well. As you wish.
Okay, that didn't really work out.
I await your command.
I wonder if we... I don't think we'll be able to kill Flemeth yet. I don't think I want to talk to her until I've done some more with Flemeth. Let's get heading on to Denerim. We'll try and avoid as much of Denerim as possible. But I am going to get this... this...
Indeed.
Sacred Ashes urn.
Yes.
Indeed.
Battlefield. Refugi. These are side quests. Should I clear up all these side quests? Okay, why not? Yeah, we'll clear up all the side quests, and then next time I play the game, I'll head to Denerim.
Oh, thank the Maker. We need help. They attacked the wagon. Please help us. Follow me. I'll take you to them.
This feels like a trap. She might be a demon.
Trap right ahead.
In case you didn't notice, shitting hell, that is the assassin from the cutscene. Ooh, I didn't realise you got so many level ups. I think you've got your bow on though. Just target any bowman. You target a bowman as well. Once the fireball's gone, I'll send Alistair in. Yeah, Alistair, you can go in now. Zevran, that's his name. Frozen. Someone get the actual boss. Come on, kill this guy. Ooh, I'm almost dead and I don't have another healer. Oh, there's not a lot left now. Oops, I don't know where that's going, but I don't think it's good.
Too easy! Now we do battle!
The elven assassin is wounded and unconscious, but alive. You could tie him up and talk to him, if you wished. Yeah, let's get some information out of this guy.
Oh, what? I rather thought I would wake up dead, or not wake up at all, as the case may be. But I see you haven't killed me yet.
Yeah, still on the cards. I do have some questions first.
Ah, so I'm to be interrogated. Let me save you some time. My name is Zevran. Zev to my friends. I am a member of the Antivan Crows, brought here for the sole purpose of slaying any surviving Grey Wardens, which I have failed at, sadly.
And what the fuck are the Antivan Crows?
I can tell you that. They are an order of assassins out of Antiva, very powerful and renowned for always getting the job done, so to speak. Someone went to great expense to hire this man.
Quite right. I'm surprised you haven't heard much of the Crows out here. Back where I come from, we're rather infamous.
Yeah, well, if you come from Antiva, they fucking would be, wouldn't they?
Not precisely. I was in the neighborhood when the offer came. The Crows get around, you see.
And who the fuck hired you?
A rather taciturn fellow in the capital. Logan, I think his name was. Yes, that's it.
Oh, for fuck's sake. How much did he pay you to kill me?
I wasn't paid anything. The Crows, however, were paid quite handsomely, or so I understand. Which does make me about as poor as a chantry mouse, come to think of it. Being an Antivan Crow isn't for the ambitious, to be perfectly honest.
I don't understand. Why are you telling me all this?
Why not? I wasn't paid for silence. Not that I offered it for sale, precisely.
Are you loyal to your employers?
Loyalty is an interesting concept. If you wish, and you're done interrogating me, we can discuss it further.
Yeah, I'm listening. Make it quick.
Well, here's the thing. I failed to kill you, so my life is forfeit. That's how it works. If you don't kill me, the Crows will. Thing is, I like living. And you obviously are the sort to give the Crows pause. So, let me serve you instead.
Why? Can I expect the same amount of loyalty from you that Logan got?
I happen to be a very loyal person. Up until the point where someone expects me to die for failing. That's not a fault, really, is it? I mean, unless you're the sort who would do the same thing, in which case I don't come very well recommended, I suppose.
And what's to stop you from finishing me off later?
To be completely honest, I was never given much of a choice regarding joining the Crows. They bought me on the slave market when I was a child. I think I paid my worth back to them plus tenfold. The only way out, however, is to sign up with someone they can't touch. Even if I did kill you now, they might just kill me on principle for failing the first time. Honestly, I'd rather take my chances with you.
What, are they going to come after you?
Possibly. I happen to know their wily ways, however. I can protect myself as well as you. Not that you seem to need much help. And if not, well, it's not as if I had many alternatives to start with, is it?
What do you want in return?
Well, let's see. Being allowed to live would be nice, and would make me marginally more useful to you. And somewhere down the line, if you should decide that you no longer have need of me, then I go on my way. Until then, I am yours. Is that fair?
Yeah, but you're not a very good assassin. Why would I want your service?
Why? Because I am skilled at many things, from fighting to stealth and picking locks. I could also warn you should the Antivan crows attempt something more sophisticated now that my attempts have failed. I could also stand around and look pretty if you prefer. Warm your bed. Fend off unwanted suitors, no?
Oh. So you'll be a sex toy? Sure, bed warming might be nice.
See? I knew we could find a common interest. Or two, or three. Really, I can go all night. So, what shall it be? I'll even shine armor. You won't find a better deal, I promise.
Fine, you're my bitch. I accept your offer.
What? You're taking the assassin with us now? Does that really seem like a good idea?
If you want to kill him, Alistair, it's up to you. You do it.
Well, no. I suppose we could use whatever help we can get. Still, if there was a sign we were desperate, I think it just knocked on the door and said hello.
A fine plan. But I would examine your food and drink far more closely from now on, were I you.
That's excellent advice for anyone.
Welcome, Zevran. Having an Antivan crow join us sounds like a fine plan.
Oh, you are another companion to be, then? I wasn't aware such loveliness existed amongst adventurers, surely.
Or maybe not.
I hereby pledge my oath of loyalty to you until such a time as you choose to release me from it. I am your man, without reservation. This I swear.
He might actually be quite useful in the capital.
Blast and damnation!
Yes.
Alright, let's do some looting.
I shall do it.
Aha, Friends of Red
Very
Jenny.
well.
A letter, so that might tell me about the Antivan crows.
It is begun. It shall be done.
Oh, you need cunning. I didn't realise you needed cunning. Not that I can use it at the moment anyway.
As you say, it shall be done.
Ooh, I'm already going there. Oh dear. Didn't look like a proper encounter. I think I'm going to leave it for next episode. Thank you for watching. Come back for next episode, or try and do all the side quests in a row. Those 3 side quests. The Black City. No traveller to the Fade can fail to spot the Black City. It is one of the few constants of that ever-changing place. No matter where one might be, the city is visible, always far off, for it seems that the only rule of geography in the Fade is that all points are equidistant from the Black City. The chant teaches that the Black City was once the seat of the Maker, from whence he ruled the Fade, left empty when men turned away from him. Dreamers do not go there, nor do spirits. Even the most powerful demons seem to avoid the place. It was golden and beautiful once, so the story goes, until a group of powerful Magister Lords from the Tevinter Imperium devised a means of breaking in. When they did so, their presence defiled the city, turning it black, which was perhaps the least of their worries. From beyond the veil, spirits and demons, by enchanter Midramel. The Harrowing. Among apprentices of the Circle, nothing is regarded with more fear than the Harrowing. Little is known about this rite of passage, and that alone would be the cause for dread. But it is well understood that only those apprentices who pass the trial are ever seen again. They return as full members of the Circle of Magi. Of those who fail, nothing is known. Perhaps they are sent away in disgrace. Perhaps they are killed on the spot. I have heard one patently ridiculous rumour among the circle at Ravane, which claimed that failed apprentices were transformed into pigs, fattened up, and served at dinner to the senior enchanters. But I could find no evidence that the Ravani circle ate any particular quantity of pork. From In Pursuit of Knowledge, The Travels of a Chantry Scholar by Brother Genetivi. The Tranquil. The Tranquil are the least understood but most visible members of the circle. Every city of respectable size boasts a Circle of Magi shop, and every one of these shops is run by a tranquil proprietor. The name is a misnomer, for they are not tranquil at all. Rather, they are like inanimate objects that speak. If a table wished to sell you an enchanted penknife, it could pass as one of these people. Their eyes are expressionless, their voice is monotone. Incomparable craftsmen they might be, but they are hardly the sort of mages to put ordinary folk at ease. From In Pursuit of Knowledge, The Travels of a Chantry Scholar by Brother Genetivi.